Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the new situation battle on PSN for this week, Rule. On this side, we have 3 Gaplants, the Nightseeker Vosky, and Ingrid Zero's Heavy Gundam. On the other side, there are 2 Jim Quells, Jacobius Node's Gelgug, which is a support, Johnny Ryden's Gelgug, and an Agai. So yeah, it's an interesting setup, but yeah, I feel bad for the person who draws Jacobius Node's Gelgug because that is the only support in a room full of 9 raids. That is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not a. I imagine it's not a good time. As you can see from the damage I'm doing, they have probably jacked up the defenses and/or hit points for this. But also, yeah, everything is dangerous to you. There's no two ways about it. But one thing I've found is that the Gaplant works very well in the jungle because it, to a certain extent, it does hide your attacks well enough that you can get your melee going without being too incredibly obvious about it. Still fairly obvious, but not telegraphing it, from a mile away. So yeah, you will probably see me sticking to the brush for quite a bit of this because, yeah, it is it's one decent way to manage this because yeah, the Gaplant is of course a fairly large target. The damage is pretty good if you can land all the various downswings and what have you, and I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at aiming those. I haven't used this in a while now, but I will say, having used it a few times the last couple of days, I feel like if it needs another round of buffs, maybe a little bit more damage on some of its weapons, and some ASL would probably be the best options. It's not great to judge the state of the thing from the situation battle because everything is retuned just a little bit. But yeah, that's what I feel like its weaknesses have been in these fights. Just the not having ASL on any of its beam weapons is kind of a thing. The other thing I might change is the fact that it was. Thank you, phone. The fact that it shares at least one of its weapons between modes. So, sharing a heat gauge, or I believe the double beam, the chargeable double beam rifles, not always a great time. Not always something that you want to have to manage. But yeah, it doesn't do badly. I did really well with it in this round, so I don't really have any complaints. Still thinking about running the round I did in the Jim Quell because in the comments, at least one person was saying the Jim Quell was really kind of, another one on the lower end of this, and kind of difficult to manage. But I really enjoyed it. So, and I did relatively well. My score significantly higher here in the Gaplant than it was in the Quell, but also just, I did manage top score in the Jim Quell as well, and just you really kind of have to rely a lot on your mobility and your grenades and make sure, just time your shots with your beam rifle very, very carefully so that you do not overheat it. I'm almost certain they did upgrade the Jim 2 rifle for that the Quell uses for this, though, because it is a lot. I feel like it's a lot easier to use and does more respectable damage than I remember that rifle doing last time I used anything with it. And there is just, great opportunity, which I was able to take, and thought I didn't have enough runway to kind of home in on the Agai, but that's all right. Thank you to the stun from my allies, because otherwise it would have rightly tackled me into the ground. I would have survived because I've got plenty of hit points, but yeah, that would have been a problem. Beams, okay, good dodge from that Agai. Pretty good player, I would say. And I just overdid the momentum, and also just there is that how do I describe it? That like transitional moment coming in and out of the water where it is very possible that you have a second where you can't really see anything. And somebody's saying fall back for now. That would probably be wise, but also we're kind of behind. So, and we've got the thing we have type advantage against here. So we really kind of need to press our advantage. At least that was my belief. So yeah, I didn't go full downswing. I didn't want to knock down number 3. Ag-Eye is back and sniped at me a little bit, but that is okay. And got them to burn their tackle, and now, well, I did not tag the Gelgug with the downswing, but at least it hit the Ag-Eye, which is not the worst news. That means 2 different things. That was just a little bit of blind fire towards something I knew had almost no hit points, and it worked out. I feel like the jungle is just a really good stage for testing your timing and intuition. I know a lot of people don't like it because of the various ways that it can obstruct your view, but it can with the wrong suit, it can certainly be a problem. But like I said, I had a good time on this one. I will probably run it again some more next week when I see what the changes are. I will be interested to see if they if the Jacobius node gets any upgrades to see to deal with the fact that it is basically, just really it just kind of took a wrong turn here. Should have taken the left turn at Albuquerque and instead wound up, it just in the worst possible place for support. Like I said, from the damage I'm doing, I think they probably have, increased its defenses, and that was wise. But yeah, that was that is a bad time. From what I've heard, getting that one. I might give this another try tomorrow just to see if I can get it at least once to see if I can make anything of it. I've never been great with that Gelgug anyway, but always time to learn, even if it's not the best time to learn. Let's see, yeah, and yeah, came in here, decided to go across and support allies, or I did that at first, and then I saw, the best and most obvious target to fight. Bunching up might have been a good idea, but my thought was just I need to do as much damage as I can, as fast as I can, because if we can get a couple more people out here, which I'm actually having pretty good luck with starting on, we could win this. But I didn't have the resources to take out the Jacobius in time. So, because, yeah, I was, by myself while everybody else was bunched up, presumably fighting something else, but could not quite pull it off. And this is when I realized there's 2 different colors of Gaplant there. I kind of like these custom colors. They're nice. Yeah, top score, 142,000 damage. Went really well, and yeah, 7-2. So didn't quite pull off the win, but I'm happy with it otherwise. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. So shout out to the person who let me know that P Bandai just put the 01 Gundam from G-Quux up for pre-order for the U.S. It ships in October. Cutoff date for orders September 16th, I believe. And it's only $29. Unfortunately, P Bandai shipping would add another $10 to that, so I need to find something else I want with it if I want to go that route. But, taking on its own $29 is not bad. That's only a few dollars more than I see the white Gundam or the red Gundam going for. So, yeah, reasonable if I can find a way to offset the shipping.